Hey guys, it's Jaitni, your wellness coach. Thank you so much for tuning in. In this week's video, I want to talk about some basic practices that can help you lose weight and that can help you feel healthy. So, first things first, I don't believe in skinny fat. I don't believe in being size zero as hallmarks of being healthy or hallmarks of being fit. It's more about being able to do the things in life, to experience life, and to enjoy activities that truly bring out the best in you. That is what healthy is. If you are having some struggles with your weight, or there are some concerns with longevity and the lifestyle that you're living because of your current habits, then yes, it's definitely time to focus on your body weight, on your mindset, and start to incorporate some holistic ways that can help you feel healthier. So, those are the ways I'm going to discuss today. These are some really basic tips, but they're useful and they're highly impactful. They may seem simple, but they definitely have a ripple effect and they can be major game changers for you and your health. So, let's get started. Tip number one is eat high nutrient density foods. So, what I mean by that is not all calories are equal. If you're going to choose between a can of soda, a zero Diet Coke, or, zero calorie Pepsi, whatever you will, if you're going to choose between that and an apple, and you're going to choose the soda over the apple because the soda has zero calories, that is just a bad decision. That can of soda has no nutrients, it has no vitamins, it's not doing anything for your body. In that situation, this is where the logic comes in that not all calories are equal. This is when you want to choose that apple. Why? Because the apple is fuel for your body. It has the vitamins, it has the nutrients that your body needs. Whereas that can of soda, that's just pure garbage. Your body doesn't need that. So be mindful of the calories that you're ingesting, not just how many calories, but what type of calories. You really want to limit processed foods, like anything that comes out of a pre-made package, something that pulled off a shelf that's been canned or preserved for a really long time. Those are some of the processed foods. You want to limit those. They don't do much for your body. You want to limit high calorie beverages, like the soda I mentioned, like juices that have a ton of sugar in them, smoothies, milkshakes, alcohol. These are just some examples. Choose water over these kind of beverages. Even when you're snacking, maybe have a handful of berries or have an orange versus having cookies or, deciding to have that donut for your 2 p.m. pick me up. So keep that in mind, choose your calories carefully, eat high nutrient density foods. Tip number two is get enough sleep. I cannot stress this enough. That rest and recovery is essential for your body to perform the miracles that it performs on a daily basis. It's that fuel that it needs to keep going and keep going well without needing too much repair and maintenance. So figure out how much sleep you need, how many consecutive hours of sleep are necessary for your body. Now, in my case, I need 8 hours of sleep. I know that about myself and I know my body needs it. But you may be one of those people that is just fine with 6 hours of sleep, and that's okay. The key here is once you figure out how many hours you need, to make sure that you're getting consecutive hours. So if you're like me and you need 8 hours, don't just survive on 6 hours of sleep at night and then take a 2 hour nap. That's not what I'm talking about. You cannot expect your weekends and nap time to make up for sleep deprivation. It doesn't work like that. There needs to be consistency on a daily basis. So figure out how much sleep you need and make sure you're getting it. Now, tip number three is make self-care an essential part of your routine. You need to make this a non-negotiable. Whatever it is that is a part of your self-care needs to go on your calendar. It needs to be a reminder on your phone. You need to communicate that with your loved ones, the people that you live with, your family, and let them know that between the hours of 4 p.m. and 5 p.m. every day, that's my time. It's a non-negotiable. This is when I go to my yoga class, and I need this so I can be the best version of myself for me as well as you guys. Making sure you communicate that expectation, making sure you set that boundary. You need to have that self-care, and that self-care can look like anything. It could be a workout, it could be going for a jog, it could be volunteering, it could be reading a book, whatever floats your boat. You figure out what that self-care is for you that helps you keep going and rejuvenates you, and do it consistently. You have to carve out this time without feeling guilty. Now, tip number 4 is develop a growth mindset. So believe that you can change and grow, have that self-belief, get rid of the doubts, get rid of the negative thoughts that say that you can't be more intelligent, or that you can't change your ways, or that you're always going to struggle with weight. Get rid of all that. The one crazy thought that I often hear from my clients as well as friends is, I look at food and I put on weight. No, it doesn't work like that. Don't feed that kind of thinking. If your mind is telling you, oh, you're never going to fit into that dress, or there's no way you can look like her, those are all lies. Don't listen to that. Question that, and develop that really strong self-belief. Change your mindset from believing all that nonsense to telling yourself that, yes, it is possible. If I work on my habits, if I develop better habits, and if I make progress, yes, I can be where I want to be. So make sure you have that growth mindset. Then tip number 5 is prioritize worthy social relationships. So be careful of the people you have around you. Be careful of the company you keep. You want people who support you, who uplift you, who are there for you in your hour of need, who challenge you, and who push you to reach your potential. These are the kind of people you want around you. These people can be family, they can be friends, they can be colleagues, your manager, they could be mentors, spiritual advisors or spiritual guides, whoever you deem worthy of your time and energy and love. These are the people you want around you. And then tip number 6 is choose to move. So if you can't do purposeful movement, like going to the gym or exercising, that's okay. Don't let that stop you from moving at all. Get creative. And what that means is you start to take the stairs where you can. You park your car further away. You walk to the grocery store if it's within walking distance. You make movement a part of not just your daily life, but also a part of your family's life. So take the kids to the park, or shoot some hoops with the kids, run around with the kids, turn on the sprinklers, and have a nice, fun summer day. So there are a lot of ways for you to move, but you have to choose to move. So you can do it anywhere. You don't need to do it within the 4 walls of the gym. You don't have to do it indoors in your house, trying to lift weights or doing a workout off of an app on your phone. You can be out there just living your life, doing your thing, and still choosing to move. So to wrap it up, there's 6 basic tips that I've shared. Number 1 is eat high nutrient density foods. Number 2 is get enough sleep. I'm telling you, if I could say this 100 times, I would, is get enough sleep. And here's just a bonus tip with sleep. When you skimp on sleep, you tend to have more cravings, you tend to overeat, and you tend to make poor food choices. It is directly correlated with your hunger hormones. So again, can't say this enough, get enough sleep. Tip number 3 is make self-care a part of your daily routine. It's a non-negotiable. This is something that has to be a part of your life, like breathing, sleeping, and showering is. And then tip number 4 is develop a growth mindset. Question anything that's going to put you in a place where you get too comfortable with your limitations, or your limiting beliefs. That's, question them and then be the person that you want to be. Tip number 5 is prioritize worthy social relationships. Be careful where you spend your time and with whom. Choose those people carefully. Tip number 6 is choose to move. So I hope you found these basic tips helpful. As I said, they're very simple, they're straightforward, but they have a ripple effect. They can make a huge difference for your body, your mind, and your thoughts and your feelings. They can really make you feel healthy if you incorporate them consistently into your routine and if you make them into habits. If nothing else, take one of those tips. I shared 6 with you. All 6 may not work for you, or you may not want to tackle them all in one go, and that's okay. Pick one that you can change and really focus on it and make it a habit, make it a healthy lifestyle change that you can sustain. If you need any help with that, or if you want to learn more about what I do and how I help my clients live healthy lives, please check out my website. It's www.imperfectbodies.com. Imperfect bodies is one word. Thank you so much for your time. I hope you have a phenomenal week, and I will catch you here next week. Take care.